I don't know why, when the U.S. blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, that we're all silent about it.
Yeah, and I still.
Why are we silent about it?
What's your proof?
Pardon me?
What is your proof?
That President Biden said on February 7th of this year that if Russia invades, the pipeline is finished. And the reporter looked incredulously, said, Mr. President, that is Russian, German infrastructure. And President Biden says, don't worry, we have our ways. And the U.S. does have its ways. It controls that territory. It monitors that territory. After the pipeline was blown up, our Secretary of State said, and I'm quoting, "This is a tremendous opportunity to wean Europe from Russian energy." What a weird statement if you're worried about international piracy of global infrastructure. You would say it's a terrible crime, it's a threat to world peace. You would not call it a tremendous opportunity to wean Europe from Russian energy. This was part of American foreign policy. Now, the Swedes went in to clean up the debris. And what did the Swedes say? We cannot share our findings with Germany because of national security. Can you figure that one out? I can. But it's incredible. How could Sweden not share its findings with Germany and Denmark? But their job was to clean up the debris so that nobody else could investigate either. And they've done that. Now, the press, in this most remarkable act of vandalism on a key piece of international infrastructure, has not said a word in 8 weeks. Why? It's unimportant? Not one reporter is curious? When I spoke to a leading reporter of one of our leading papers, a paper that says every day that Russia did it, most likely, and I said to this leading reporter, whom I've known for 40 years, I think the U.S. did it. He said, of course the U.S. did it. I said, well, why doesn't your paper say so? And he said, well, you know, the editors, we don't really have the proof, but yeah, of course, who else would have done it? That's what he said. And then I showed him, but your paper said today that senior U.S. officials point to Russia as the likely agent of this destruction. Yeah, Jeff, you know, it's hard, it's complicated. I said, when I was young, I used to read your newspaper because you went after Nixon and Watergate and because you published the Pentagon Papers and so forth. He said, yes, but that paper is dead. So I think Europe is in a trap. And the question for Europe, in my opinion, truly, is your job to support American hegemonic aspirations, or is it to protect European security? Because these are not the same thing. They're really not the same thing.